what's up, beautiful people? So today I am feeling like freaking hyped up and crazy and hella motivated. But it's mainly because I literally drank two Red Bulls and half a Monster in the span of like 3 hours. So I'm fucking amped right now. I feel like that. But yes, my training went really well today. I'm actually really freaking happy and excited about my progress. I think the meet really motivated me and put me in this new mindset that I didn't even ever know existed in my brain or in my mind or in my head. So for those of you that don't know, I recently competed. I guess the first week of January, that weekend, I competed in Camp Pendleton. My second meet ever, but technically it's my first meet because the very first meet that I ever did was last year in March, and my back was completely freaking demolished. I had an injury. So I'm gonna count this one as my first meet ever. And it was a really fun experience. I recommend it to anybody that's, you know, thinking about becoming a powerlifter, because it really does put you in a new mindset. It really does motivate you, especially if you do it with the right people. I was fortunate enough to do it with my team. But enough about that. A video will be coming soon about my meet so that you guys can scope it out and see what I'm talking about. But today, I started my workout with 3 easy light set pause squats at 175. And it felt really good. I felt really good at the bottom. I felt like I was in complete control the whole time. I didn't feel like my core or anything was loose. I know back in the day I was completely scared of pause squats because I'm just like, oh shit, I'm gonna lose tightness at the bottom and I'm gonna re-injure myself. But no, again, I'm gonna talk about the new mindset that I'm in, and it feels super confident. I feel like there is nothing there that mentally I cannot do anymore, and I want to keep this momentum going because it feels freaking amazing. I have to tell you, man, like prior to this, I always told myself, like before even unracking the weight, whether it's bench, deadlift, or squat, before unracking the weight, I would see the number and it's something that I'm not used to hitting, and then I would immediately tell myself in my own head, internally, just be like, okay, you're not gonna get that. And it's the worst thing to do, but dude, I'm not saying that anymore. So I hit 175, 3x3, and it felt super light, super easy. And that was just to kind of warm things up, to make sure to, like, you know, form check, make sure that I'm not losing any tightness, and just to keep my form on check and keep it on point. Because if I don't squat more than once a week, or if I squat less than once a week, then I notice when I go back to squatting the week after, then that I start, like, my form starts breaking. It's really odd. So this is just a good mental preparation to keep everything on check, so that when I do squat again, I come back stronger. So moving on, I started doing my competition deadlift, and I did 3x5 of 255, and that felt super light. I know that I'm still rounding my back. I'm highly aware, so all of you guys leaving your comments about my shitty form and my shitty back, trust me, dudes, I know. But I am confident that that's gonna change, because I'm constantly, like, aware of what my weaknesses are, and I'm constantly working on it, and I'm trying really hard to make a mental note and a physical check that I am hitting all my weaknesses and making them strengths. And, you know, under the guidance of Bart, who's not only my boyfriend, not only my business partner, but also my coach, he sees all my weaknesses and he puts that in my programming. I'm like so fortunate to have him, because he just has like this specific programming just for me and my weaknesses. So trust me, guys, I know where my weaknesses are, but I appreciate the comments. So 255 felt really easy despite the shitty form. So then I moved on to reverse band, and by this point, I mean, deadlifts are just taxing, just in general, are just a fucking taxing exercise. So I made sure that I was like super pumped and super mentally ready, and I told myself that 255 ain't shit, I'm gonna make it my bitch, and it flew up and it felt really good. So after doing my 3 sets of 5, now it was time to move to reverse band. So I had my coach tell me, hey, you know, how did you want me to set up the band? So he's like, okay, set them up this way. So I go and I do my reverse band of 255, I guess, to just warm up, because essentially what's supposed to happen, it kind of works like a block pull, where it's super light at the bottom, and then right when you're lifting it up, that's when you're putting in all of the work. So it's a block pull, but just with band. So with that theory, I thought, okay, so when I pick it up off the ground, it should be like 50% lighter. Wrong. I was like, dude, it feels like I have no freaking bands on right now because everything feels like I'm putting in 100% of the work, and I had to do another 3x5 reverse band. So I'm like, I walked over to Bart and I'm like, hey, I don't know what's happening. Either I'm super weak right now or super fatigued, but 255 feels really fucking heavy. And he's like, well, it shouldn't, you know, because you're not putting in the work at the bottom. And then he looks at it and he's like, ah, shit, I put the bands on wrong. I'm like, God damn it. Which is okay. It's just kind of an extra credit set. I mean, yeah, it was a little bit taxing, but again, it's really cool because I get to work on my mental strength again. So I'm like, fuck it, let's just do it. Let's just fucking attack the 3x5 again, reverse band, and I moved up to 295 because I said, all right, 255 is gonna be fucking cake. And it was, because as you can see here, it just flies up because I'm only doing like fucking less than 50% of the work. So I'm like, cool. So move up to 295. That's Smoke City. And I had, you know, our awesome friends, the Kilo Club. If you guys don't know who they are, look them up on Facebook and on Instagram. It's just another powerlifting crew. They're freaking awesome, close friend of ours. And they showed up at our gym and they're like constantly supporting us and yelling for us and just wishing nothing but that, like the best for us. So as everyone's lifting, as the guys are lifting and then the girls are lifting, everyone is behind everyone, like motivating them and yelling like, yeah, you got this, you got this, you got this. And that completely changed the game for me. And I'm like so fucking motivated now because I'm like, dude, they're screaming for me. I can't let them down. So I went up and I told Bart, hey, I think I'm gonna do 315. I'm gonna pull 315. And he's like, dude, do it. I'm like, yeah. So I walked up and I pulled it. I know, again, guys, trust me, I know my form was really shitty, but it felt so good, especially mentally. For me, I feel like anytime I can overcome anything mentally, that is a huge PR for me because, like I've been saying for like the past few videos, mentally, I'm a big fucking pussy. So for me, it was a huge feat today, and I'm so proud of myself. Not to say that I'm like satisfied where I am, but I'm just, that just boosted up my confidence, and I feel like 315 is gonna fly up next time. I have 0 reverse bends. So today overall was an amazing day, and I couldn't be happier. So then now moving on to accessory work. By this point, I'm completely exhausted. I look pale, but we have to do it because, again, these are my weaknesses, and that's what I need to focus on. It's like, yeah, it's good to focus on your strengths and make them stronger, but dude, if you make a weakness into a strength, you've overcome everything. So I hope you guys enjoyed my video, and I hope you guys were able to learn a little something. If not, hey, just follow my journey because we're on the same page. I know absolutely nothing about lifting, but I'm here to share the little bit that I know. Until next time, y'all, peace! You can kind of see it a little bit. Let me see if I do it again. Right about there.